Once the kids grew up, had their own family, had their own houses, essentially we were sitting at a very, very big house with empty rooms we'd never go into, living areas we'd never use.
Our decision to move on was based on our foresight to look at the next 10 years of our life.
It's a major decision to, come to this type of living, but we think at this stage of our life, this is probably the right thing to do.
There's a lot of memories in the place. We've had, 21st and 40th and 50th, and, we've had a lot of memories there, that sort of stuff. But no, we're quite excited about the next chapter. We plan to travel a bit and that sort of stuff, and it'd be nice just to come home and turn the key and be able to walk in, and that's what appealed to us as well.
Actually, you made the decision.
I did make the decision.
You
I was in the shower, I said, I think it's time to move.
And I couldn't believe you'd ever leave our beautiful home. And I said, yes, okay. But only if we're going to something high-end, and that's what we got with Kincrest.
There's always a degree of apprehension about moving on, but once we'd made the decision, it was really easy. We wanted something that offered a lifestyle on one level, which is really important because our house is currently 2 levels with stairs. And we were invited to have a look at a previous development. And once we walked in the door of that sealed the deal. It was fabulous.
We moved from a house that's 300 square metres down to an area of just over half that amount. But actually the half that we've got is the core of the house. We don't really need a big garage space that's all put down below in a common area with storage rooms. So we're quite comfortable in living in that space.
My wife and I had a bit of a wish list, and I actually said to my wife before we went, she wanted little drawers here and that, and I said, I don't know where to go about that sort of stuff, we'll give it a go. But after our meeting with the architects, they were amazing. I actually messaged Tom that night to say how impressed I was being in I didn't expect that level of service in a development like this, but I think that's one thing, and just being a small sort of development with, you can get that personal experience, and now we're blown away with it. They actually come up with some ideas that we hadn't thought of as well, and put that in, and now we're really happy with the outcome that we've got now. I'd highly recommend Kincrest. So the changes we want in the apartment was not a problem, and really personalise it, and Tom's been amazing to deal with.
We don't ever get in our car. We just step out and that's where we go.
Yeah, this is definitely a 15-minute neighbourhood. Everything's a 15-minute walk from this house. It's that's what's really terrific. Whereas where we used to live, you'd have to get in the car to go to the supermarket or to go to the swimming pool or the library. This is so much more convenient.
We were a bit surprised by some of the good things that Tom showed us, in the lining of the stairwells and the garage, and having electric point down there, and solar heating. It's very thoughtful.
We have an electric car, so they're going to cater for that. So
a lot of places haven't thought about that.
If any of our friends said they were thinking of downsizing, we'd certainly recommend Kincrest.
Before we moved in, we said to ourselves, we're going to have fun now.
Yeah.
So we've always worked really hard.
We want the maintenance-free lifestyle from now, and couldn't be more excited really about the next chapter.